Over 80% of drivers have zero clue these genius car tricks even exist. But here's the crazy part. One of these simple hacks could literally save you thousands by preventing early engine failure. Most drivers ignore these tricks their entire lives, and you might be too. Before you spend another dollar at the mechanic, here are 15 genius car hacks you've never heard of. Don't skip any of them. These will save you time and money. Let's start with hack number 15, backup keyhole behind car door handle. Your key fob dies in a parking lot. The battery's completely dead, and you're locked out of your own car. Most drivers panic at this point, thinking they need to call a locksmith or roadside assistance. But here's what they don't tell you. Almost every modern car with keyless entry has a hidden physical keyhole somewhere on the driver's door. Look closely at your door handle. There's usually a small cap or cover you can pop off with your key or fingernail. Behind it is a traditional keyhole that your emergency physical key fits into. That little metal key that came attached to your fob? It's not decorative, it's your backup. Most people throw it in a drawer and forget about it, but it's literally designed for this exact situation. Pop off that cover, insert the key, and you're back in your car in seconds. No locksmith, no $75 service call, no waiting around in a parking lot feeling helpless. It's been there the entire time, hiding in plain sight. And here's the kicker. This keyhole works even when your car's battery is completely dead. Electronic locks might fail, but this mechanical backup never does. Hack number 14, Sharpie on car scratches. That annoying scratch on your bumper or door panel is driving you crazy. Every time you see it, you cringe. Body shops want $200 to $400 for paint correction, and you're just not ready to drop that kind of cash on a cosmetic issue. But here's the hack. Find a permanent marker or Sharpie that matches your car's color. Black cars, black Sharpie. Carefully color in the scratch with the marker. Let it dry for a minute, then buff it gently with a microfiber cloth. The marker fills in the scratch and makes it nearly invisible from a few feet away. It won't hold up under close inspection, and it's definitely not a permanent fix, but it's a brilliant temporary solution that costs less than $2 and takes 30 seconds. What they don't tell you is that this method can buy you months or even years before you need a real repair. It prevents rust from forming in the scratch and keeps your car looking decent without breaking the bank. Keep a matching Sharpie in your glove box for quick touch-ups after parking lot mishaps. This next hack is a feature you won't regret. Hack number 13, built-in car fridge. You're on a road trip and your drinks are getting warm in the cup holder. You wish you had a cooler, but there's no space in your packed car. Most drivers have no idea they're sitting on a built-in cooling system. Here's the secret. That glove box in front of your passenger seat. On many vehicles, it's actually climate controlled. Look for a small vent inside the glove box that connects to your AC system. When you turn on your AC, cold air flows directly into the glove compartment, turning it into a mini fridge. It's perfect for keeping drinks cold, preventing chocolate from melting, or storing medicine that needs to stay cool. And here's the kicker. This isn't just for drinks. You can keep snacks fresh, store a small ice pack for injuries, or even keep your sunglasses cool so they're not burning hot when you put them on. It's like having a personal cooler that doesn't take up any cargo space. The cooling effect is surprisingly effective. On a hot summer day, your glove box can be 20 to 30 degrees cooler than the rest of the cabin. Road trippers and parents swear by this feature once they discover it. Hack number 12, Vaseline on car headlights. Your headlights are starting to look hazy and yellow. The oxidation is building up, making your car look older and reducing your visibility at night. Restoration kits cost $20 to $30, and professional services charge even more. But here's what most drivers miss. After you've cleaned your headlights with toothpaste or a polish, grab some petroleum jelly or Vaseline, apply a thin layer to the entire headlight lens, and buff it with a clean cloth. The Vaseline creates a protective barrier that seals the plastic and prevents future oxidation. It repels water, blocks UV rays, and keeps your headlights looking clear for months longer than they would otherwise. One application can last several months, depending on your climate and how often you wash your car. When you notice the protection wearing off, just reapply. A $3 jar of Vaseline can protect your headlights for years. What they don't tell you is that this same trick works on chrome trim, rubber seals, and even your windshield wipers. The petroleum jelly conditions rubber and prevents it from cracking and drying out. It's a multi-purpose solution that costs almost nothing. Hack number 11, transmission override for dead battery. Your battery is dead, completely dead. You need to push your car out of a parking spot or roll it onto a tow truck, but there's a problem. Your gear shifter won't move out of park. It's electronically locked, and without power, you're stuck. Most drivers don't know this, but every automatic transmission has a manual override release. It's usually a small button or slot near the gear shifter, often covered by a removable cap. Look around the base of your shifter console. You'll find a tiny slot labeled Shift Lock or Shift Lock Release. Take a flathead screwdriver, a key, or even a pen and push down into that slot. While pressing down, you can now move the shifter out of park into neutral. Suddenly, your car can roll freely. You can push it, tow it, or move it out of the way without needing a jump start first. And here's the kicker. This feature has saved countless drivers from expensive towing fees and embarrassing situations in parking lots. It's built into virtually every automatic transmission made in the last 20 years. Hack number 10, WD-40 for door hinges. Your car door squeaks every single time you open it. That loud creaking sound announces your arrival everywhere you go. It's embarrassing, annoying, and makes your car sound like it's falling apart. But here's the fix. Grab your trusty can of WD-40 and spray a small amount directly onto the door hinges. Open and close the door a few times to work the lubricant in, and watch the squeak disappear completely. The WD-40 displaces moisture, cleans away rust and grime, and lubricates the metal-on-metal contact points. One application can silence your doors for months. No more cringing every time you get in your car. What they don't tell you is that squeaky hinges aren't just annoying. They're a sign that metal is grinding against metal without proper lubrication. Left unchecked, this can actually wear down the hinge pins and cause real damage. A quick spray every few months prevents that wear and keeps everything moving smoothly. It's preventative maintenance that costs pennies and takes 30 seconds. Keep a can in your trunk, and you'll find yourself using it constantly for quick fixes. Hack number 9, wrap jumper cables in aluminum foil. You need to jumpstart your car, but there's a problem. Your jumper cables are old, the clamps are corroded, and they're not making good contact with the battery terminals. The car won't start, and you're worried the cables aren't conducting electricity properly. Here's the hack. Wrap the clamp teeth with aluminum foil before attaching them to the battery terminals. The foil creates better contact, improves conductivity, and can help jump a car even when the cables or terminals are slightly corroded. The aluminum acts as a bridge, filling in gaps and ensuring maximum surface contact between the clamp and the terminal. It's especially useful when you're dealing with battery posts that have that white, crusty buildup. This trick has saved drivers in emergency situations where a jump start seemed impossible. The foil costs nothing, it's easy to keep in your car, and it can mean the difference between getting home and being stranded. And here's the kicker. This also works if your jumper cable clamps are loose or worn out. The foil adds bulk and improves the grip, ensuring the clamps stay securely attached during the jump. What they don't tell you is that poor connections are one of the main reasons jump starts fail. It's not always about dead batteries or bad cables. Sometimes it's just about making solid contact, and aluminum foil solves that problem instantly. Before we get to the really surprising hacks, do me a favor, hit that like button. We did a ton of research for this, and it actually helps us keep making car content like this. Done. Awesome. Now, let's talk about something seriously sneaky. Hack number 8, coin near car door handle. Here's a scary one. Thieves have been using a simple coin to break into cars, and most drivers have no idea it's happening. They wedge a coin, usually a nickel or dime, into your door handle, jamming the locking mechanism. When your key fob tries to lock the door, it fails silently, but you don't notice because you're already walking away. The thief waits until you're gone, removes the coin, and walks right into your unlocked car. No broken windows, no alarms, just easy access to everything inside. It's a trick that's been spreading across parking lots nationwide, and it's completely preventable if you know what to look for. Before you leave your car, do a quick visual check of your door handles. If you see anything wedged in there, a coin, a piece of plastic, anything unusual, remove it immediately and manually check that your door's locked. Better yet, physically pull your door handle after locking to confirm it's actually secured. This 5-second habit could save you from a break-in and the nightmare of dealing with stolen valuables. What they don't tell you is that this scam works because modern cars have become so convenient that we've stopped actually checking our locks. We press the button, hear the beep, and trust that everything's secure. But that trust is exactly what thieves count on. A simple awareness check takes no time and protects you from a crime that's becoming more common every day. Don't be an easy target. Hack number 7. Side mirror heating. It's pouring rain or freezing cold outside. Your side mirrors are covered in water droplets, ice, or fog. You can't see anything in them, and you're stuck wiping them down by hand every few minutes. Most drivers don't realize this, but many modern cars have heated side mirrors. There's usually a button on your climate control panel, often combined with the rear defrost button. Press that rear defrost button and both your back window and your side mirrors heat up simultaneously. The heating elements melt ice, evaporate water, and clear fog in seconds. No more reaching out the window to wipe them down while you're driving. This feature is especially clutch during winter mornings when your mirrors are frozen solid, or during rainy commutes when visibility is already compromised. One button press and your mirrors stay clear for the entire drive. And here's the kicker. Heated mirrors don't just improve visibility, they're a legitimate safety feature. Being able to see what's in your blind spots can prevent accidents, especially in bad weather when reaction times are already slower. What they don't tell you is that this feature is standard on way more vehicles than people realize. Even mid-range sedans and SUVs from the last 10 years likely have it. Check your owner's manual or look for the defrost symbol on your climate controls. Once you start using it, you'll wonder how you ever drove without it. It's one of those features that seems small until the first time you actually need it. Hack number 6. Apple on car windshield. Your windshield is covered in stubborn grime, bug splatter, and that weird film that just won't come off no matter how much washer fluid you use. You've scrubbed with towels, tried different cleaners, but there's still residue that blocks your view and catches glare from oncoming headlights. But here's the hack. Cut an apple in half and use the exposed flesh to scrub your windshield from the inside. The natural acids in the apple break down grease, grime, and that stubborn film that builds up over time. Rub the apple half across the glass in circular motions. The fruit's texture acts like a gentle scrubber while the acids dissolve oils and residue. After you've covered the whole windshield, wipe it clean with a microfiber cloth or newspaper. The result? Crystal clear glass with 0 streaks. Your windshield will be cleaner than it's been in months, and you didn't use a single chemical cleaner. It's especially effective on the inside of the windshield, where oils from dashboards and air fresheners create that hazy film. What they don't tell you is that apples contain malic acid, which is a natural cleaner that cuts through grease and grime without leaving harsh chemical residues behind. It's the same acid used in some commercial cleaners, except you're getting it straight from nature for pennies. And here's the kicker. This method is completely safe for tinted windows, won't damage any coatings on your glass, and leaves behind a subtle, fresh scent. No ammonia fumes, no streaky chemicals, just a clean windshield and better visibility. Plus, one apple costs about 50 cents and can clean your entire windshield with plenty left over. Hack number 5. Putting car key in fridge. Your key fob range seems weaker than it used to be. You used to be able to unlock your car from across the parking lot, but now you have to be right next to it. The battery isn't dead yet, but it's definitely dying. Here's a weird trick that actually works. Put your key fob in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes before you need to use it. The cold temperature temporarily boosts the battery's power output, giving you a bit more range and functionality. This isn't a permanent fix, obviously. Your battery is still dying and you'll need to replace it soon. But in a pinch, when you need your fob to work and don't have a replacement battery handy, this can buy you time. The science behind it is simple. Cold temperatures slow down the chemical reactions that drain batteries, and briefly cooling a weak battery can squeeze out a little more juice. It's the same reason batteries last longer in cold storage. And here's the kicker. This trick has saved people in emergency situations when they needed their car to start and their fob battery was almost completely dead. 10 minutes in the fridge can mean the difference between getting to work and being stranded. What they don't tell you is that key fob batteries are incredibly cheap to replace, usually $3 to $5, and most people can change them at home in under a minute. But knowing this fridge trick gives you a backup plan when you're caught off guard. Hack number 4, lint roller for car dust. Your car's interior is covered in dust, crumbs, pet hair, and random debris. You've tried vacuuming, but it doesn't get everything, especially on fabric seats and carpets. Professional detailing costs $100 or more, but you're not ready to spend that much. But here's the hack. Grab a lint roller, the kind you use on clothes. Roll it over your seats, carpets, dashboard, and any fabric surfaces. The sticky sheets pick up dust, hair, crumbs, and particles that vacuums miss. It's fast, effective, and incredibly satisfying watching all that gunk stick to the roller. A lint roller costs about $5 and gives you dozens of uses. Keep one in your car, and you can do quick cleanups anytime. This trick is especially clutch for pet owners dealing with dog or cat hair that seems impossible to remove. The adhesive grabs individual hairs and pulls them right out of the fabric. What they don't tell you is that lint rollers also work great on headliners, door panels, and even floor mats. Any surface that collects fine particles can be cleaned this way. It's gentler than aggressive vacuuming and won't damage delicate materials. And here's the kicker. Unlike vacuums, lint rollers don't require power, make noise, or need to be plugged in. You can clean your car in a parking lot, at a rest stop, or anywhere else. It's portable, silent, and surprisingly effective. Hack number 3, panty liner scent trick. Your car smells funky, but you can't figure out where it's coming from. You've cleaned everything, vacuumed, wiped down surfaces, but that mystery odor just won't go away. Air fresheners mask it temporarily, but the smell always comes back. Here's the genius hack. Take a panty liner or thin feminine pad and add a few drops of your favorite essential oil to it. Stick it under your seat or tuck it into a door pocket. The liner slowly releases fragrance for weeks, keeping your car smelling fresh naturally. Unlike hanging air fresheners that blast artificial scent in your face, this method provides subtle, long-lasting fragrance that doesn't overwhelm. You can customize it with any scent you like: lavender, eucalyptus, vanilla, whatever makes you happy. The panty liner has adhesive backing, so it stays in place and doesn't roll around. When the scent fades after a few weeks, just replace it with a fresh one. Each liner costs pennies, making this one of the cheapest air freshening solutions available. And here's the kicker. The liner also absorbs moisture and residual odors from under your seat, tackling the root cause of bad smells rather than just covering them up. It's a 2-in-1 solution that works way better than expected. What they don't tell you is that this trick has become popular among rideshare drivers who need their cars to smell pleasant all day without using overpowering air fresheners that might bother passengers. It's discreet, effective, and completely customizable. Hack number 2, baby oil for car shine. Your car's dashboard, door panels, and interior trim look faded, dull, and worn out. Detailing products promise to restore that shine, but they're expensive and full of chemicals you can't even pronounce. But here's the hack. Baby oil. Pour a small amount onto a microfiber cloth and wipe down your dashboard, center console, door panels, and any plastic or vinyl surfaces. The oil restores shine, makes everything look like new, and conditions the material to prevent cracking. One bottle of baby oil costs about $3 and will last you months. Your interior will have that showroom shine without spending $20 on specialty products. Plus, baby oil is safe, non-toxic, and leaves behind a subtle, pleasant scent. This trick works because baby oil is essentially mineral oil, which is a key ingredient in many expensive car care products. You're getting the same results for a fraction of the cost. What they don't tell you is that baby oil also protects against UV damage. It creates a barrier that prevents sun exposure from fading and cracking your dashboard over time. Regular application can actually extend the life of your interior surfaces. And here's the kicker. This same method works on leather seats, steering wheels, and even exterior rubber trim. It's versatile, effective, and something most people already have at home. One product, dozens of uses, unbeatable results. You'd be surprised by this next one. Hack number 1, plunger dent removal. You've got a small dent on your door or fender. A body shop quotes you $150 to $300 to fix it. Before you hand over your cash, try this. Grab a standard cut plunger, the kind you use for sinks. Wet the edge, press it firmly over the dent, and pull. The suction can pop out shallow dents without damaging the paint. It won't work on deep creases or damaged metal, but for door dings and minor dents, it's surprisingly effective. People have saved hundreds using this ridiculously simple trick. Is it perfect? No, but it's free, it's fast, and it works often enough to be worth trying before calling a professional. Worst case, you're out 30 seconds. Best case, you just saved yourself a repair bill. This method works best on smooth, flat panels like doors, hoods, and trunk lids. The key is creating a strong seal. Wet both the plunger and the surface. Press firmly and pull straight out with steady pressure. You might need a few attempts, but when it works, it's deeply satisfying watching that dent pop right out. Some people have even used this trick on hail damage with mixed but impressive results. And here's the kicker. The technique has been around for decades, but somehow never made it into mainstream knowledge. Now you're in on the secret that body shops don't want you to know about. What they don't tell you is that timing matters. Fresh dents are easier to remove than old ones. If you've just gotten a door ding in a parking lot, try the plunger immediately before the metal has time to settle into its new shape. How many did you already know? Drop a comment below and let me know which one shocked you the most. If this video just saved you from expensive mechanic visits or made you realize you can do DIY car hacks yourself, hit that subscribe button for more money saver content that gets straight to the point. Your wallet will thank you. Now, there are more tricks that mechanics hide from you, but allow you to save thousands quickly. Kindly click this video. Trust me, you'll be thankful for what you learn.